most stressful challenges a person can face. The uncertainty of providing for oneself and one's family can cause anxiety and distress. However, Ayat al-Kursi offers a profound reminder that Allah is the ultimate provider and sustainer of all creation. The verse states, "To him belongs whatever is in the heavens and whatever is on the earth." Quran 2:255. This line reassures believers that everything in existence, wealth, resources, and sustenance is under Allah's control. By placing trust in Him and reciting Ayat al-Kursi, Muslims reaffirm their faith that their provisions are in the hands of the most generous. Many people who have turned to Ayat al-Kursi in times of financial distress have found that it brings a sense of peace, reminding them that Allah is fully aware of their needs and will provide for them in the best way at the right time. Physical and emotional healing through Ayat al-Kursi. Many Muslims believe in the healing power of the Qur'an and turn to its verses for spiritual and even physical well-being. The recitation of Ayat al-Kursi is often used as a means of seeking protection from illness, distress, and harmful forces. The verse states, "And their preservation tires him not." Quran 2:255. This powerful statement reminds us that Allah's ability to sustain and protect is limitless. It is not difficult for Him to remove sickness, alleviate pain, or grant well-being. Many Muslims incorporate Ayat al-Kursi into their daily supplications, particularly when facing health challenges, believing that its recitation can invoke Allah's mercy and healing. Additionally, the verse is often recited over water, which is then consumed or used as a remedy. This practice is based on the belief that Quranic verses hold immense spiritual power, and when recited with sincerity, they can serve as a means of seeking divine assistance in matters of health and well-being. Overcoming fear and anxiety with the throne verse. Fear and anxiety are among the most difficult emotions that humans experience. Whether it's fear of the unknown, anxiety about the future, or distress over past mistakes, Ayat al-Kursi serves as a powerful source of reassurance. The verse states, "He knows what is before them and what will be after them, and they encompass not a thing of His knowledge except for what He wills." Quran 2:255. This line reminds us that Allah has complete knowledge of our past, present, and future. Nothing is unknown to Him, and nothing happens without His wisdom. When believers recite this verse, they reaffirm their trust in Allah's plan, which helps ease their worries and anxieties. Many Muslims recite Ayat al-Kursi before sleeping, as it is believed to provide protection from nightmares and disturbances. It brings peace to the heart, reassuring the believer that Allah's watchful care extends over them at all times. Protection from evil and the unseen. Islam acknowledges the existence of unseen forces, such as jinn and Shaytan, Satan, which can have negative influences on people. Ayat al-Kursi is widely regarded as one of the most effective Quranic verses for protection against these entities. The Prophet Muhammad said, "Whoever recites Ayat al-Kursi at night before sleeping will have a guardian from Allah remain with him, and no devil will come near him until morning." Sahih al-Bukhari. This hadith underscores the immense power of Ayat al-Kursi in safeguarding against spiritual harm. It is common for Muslims to recite this verse before entering their homes, before embarking on a journey, and after each obligatory prayer, as a means of invoking Allah's protection against all forms of evil. Ayat al-Kursi and the Day of Judgment. The significance of Ayat al-Kursi extends beyond this worldly life. It is also deeply connected to the events of the hereafter. On the Day of Judgment, when every soul will stand before its Creator, Allah's absolute sovereignty will be evident. The verse states, "Who is it that can intercede with Him except by His permission?" Quran 2:255. This highlights that on the Day of Judgment, no one will have the power to intercede on behalf of another except by Allah's command. This serves as a reminder to believers that true success in the hereafter lies in seeking Allah's mercy and following His guidance in this world. The Prophet Muhammad also said, "The one who recites Ayat al-Kursi after every obligatory prayer, nothing stands between him and paradise except death." Sunan and Nasai. This narration emphasizes the incredible rewards associated with the recitation of this verse. Those who make it a habit to recite Ayat al-Kursi regularly can hope for Allah's immense blessings in both this life and the next. Incorporating Ayat al-Kursi into daily life. Given the immense benefits of Ayat al-Kursi, it is no surprise that many Muslims make it a fundamental part of their daily routine. Here are some practical ways to incorporate this powerful verse into daily life. After every prayer, the Prophet Muhammad strongly encouraged reciting Ayat al-Kursi after each obligatory prayer. This simple habit carries immense rewards and protection. Before sleeping, reciting Ayat al-Kursi before going to bed ensures divine protection throughout the night. When leaving home, many Muslims recite this verse before stepping out of their homes as a means of seeking Allah's protection from harm and accidents. During difficult times, whether facing emotional distress, illness, or financial struggles, reciting Ayat al-Kursi can bring a sense of peace and trust in Allah's plan. For protection against evil, whether fearing the effects of the evil eye, magic, or harmful entities, Ayat al-Kursi is one of the most powerful means of seeking divine protection. Conclusion: the endless power of Ayat al-Kursi. Ayat al-Kursi is more than just a verse. It is a declaration of faith, a shield against harm, and a gateway to divine blessings. It encapsulates the majesty of Allah's sovereignty, knowledge, and protection, serving as a constant reminder that we are never alone. Its virtues extend across all aspects of life: spiritual, emotional, and even physical, offering guidance, reassurance, and strength. From the time of the Prophet Muhammad and his companions to the present day, believers have relied on Ayat al-Kursi for comfort, protection, and blessings. If you have experienced the power of Ayat al-Kursi in your life, share your thoughts in the comments. How has this verse impacted you? Let's reflect together on the beauty and strength found in this incredible verse. May Allah grant us all the ability to recite and benefit from Ayat al-Kursi regularly. Ameen. Life presents countless challenges, and among the most distressing are those that create uncertainty and anxiety. Financial instability, health struggles, and emotional distress can weigh heavily on a person, leaving them feeling lost and overwhelmed. However, as believers, we are blessed with the profound reassurance found in the words of Allah. One such powerful source of comfort is Ayat al-Kursi, often referred to as the throne verse. This verse is a magnificent reminder of Allah's infinite power, dominion, and mercy, offering solace in times of hardship. Finding strength in Ayat al-Kursi during financial hardships. One of the most anxiety-inducing challenges people face is financial instability. The uncertainty of not knowing how to meet one's needs, provide for loved ones, or escape from a cycle of financial struggle can lead to immense stress. However, Ayat al-Kursi offers a divine reminder that can shift our perspective and provide deep reassurance. Allah states in the Qur'an, "To him belongs whatever is in the heavens and whatever is on the earth." Quran 2-255. This verse powerfully affirms that everything in existence belongs to Allah. He alone is the sustainer and provider. No wealth, no status, and no material possession exist outside his dominion. When financial worries consume a person, reciting Ayat al-Kursi can serve as a means of realigning one's mindset, moving from anxiety to trust, from fear to faith. Many believers have experienced relief by turning to this verse during times of financial hardship. It serves as a reminder that provision comes from Allah, often in ways we do not expect or foresee. How many times have we been surprised by unexpected blessings, a sudden opportunity, or a resolution to a problem we thought was impossible to solve? This is the unseen working of Ar-Razzaq, the ultimate provider. Reciting Ayat al-Kursi with sincerity can serve as an act of submission, acknowledging that financial hardship is not a burden we carry alone. Allah is the one who holds dominion over all wealth, and He distributes it according to His wisdom. By reciting this verse, we surrender our worries to Him and trust in His divine plan. The role of Ayat al-Kursi in healing and health challenges. Health struggles, whether chronic illnesses, sudden ailments, or emotional distress, can be among the most difficult tests in life. During times of sickness, a person may feel helpless, vulnerable, and even fearful. However, Ayat al-Kursi provides an immense source of comfort, reminding us that Allah is not only the creator of our physical bodies, but also the healer of all ailments. Allah declares, He knows what is before them and what will be after them. Quran 2-255. This line emphasizes Allah's absolute knowledge and control over everything, including our health and well-being. He knows the struggles we are facing, the pain we are enduring, and the best possible outcome for us. Whether the relief comes in the form of a cure, strength to endure the trial, or purification through patience, Allah's wisdom is perfect. Many believers turn to Ayat al-Kursi when experiencing illness, reciting it as a means of seeking divine healing. Countless personal stories attest to individuals finding relief from pain, experiencing calmness in distress, or even witnessing miraculous recoveries after sincerely placing their trust in Allah's words. While medical treatment and care are necessary, spiritual healing should never be overlooked. Reciting Ayat al-Kursi is an act of faith and acknowledgement that ultimate healing comes from Allah alone. Ayat al-Kursi, a source of peace and reassurance. One of the most beautiful aspects of Ayat al-Kursi is the overwhelming sense of peace and security it brings to the heart. The verse states, His Kursi extends over the heavens and the earth, and their preservation tires him not. Quran 2-255. This verse reminds us that Allah's power is infinite. He is never overwhelmed, never fatigued, and never inattentive. While we, as humans, experience exhaustion, stress, and moments of weakness, Allah remains in full control over the entire universe. Nothing escapes His knowledge, and nothing happens outside of His will. By reflecting on this, believers are reminded that their struggles, no matter how overwhelming, are small in comparison to Allah's vast power. Knowing that the one who controls the heavens and the earth is also in control of our lives helps to ease anxiety and provide comfort, even when circumstances seem chaotic. The protective benefits of Ayat al-Kursi. Beyond its spiritual benefits, Ayat al-Kursi is known for its unparalleled protective power. The Prophet Muhammad emphasized its significance as seen in the hadith narrated by Abu Huraira. Whoever recites Ayat al-Kursi after every obligatory prayer, nothing will prevent him from entering paradise except death. Sahih al-Bukhari. This powerful narration highlights the immense blessings associated with the regular recitation of this verse. It serves as a shield against harm, evil influences, and the whispers of Shaytan. Many Muslims make it a habit to recite Ayat al-Kursi in the morning, before sleeping, and whenever they feel spiritually vulnerable. Protection from evil and harm. Reciting Ayat al-Kursi can serve as a barrier against negative forces, including the envy of others, the whispers of Shaytan, and unseen dangers. It acts as a spiritual shield, keeping the reciter safe from harm. Many believers have experienced moments where they felt inexplicable peace and protection after reciting this verse in times of fear or distress. Protection during illness. When facing sickness, reciting Ayat al-Kursi can serve as a means of seeking Allah's mercy. Many individuals find comfort in its words, knowing that Allah is the ultimate sustainer of life. Whether one is experiencing a minor illness or a severe health challenge, turning to this verse instills faith and trust in Allah's divine wisdom. Additional benefits of reciting Ayat al-Kursi regularly. Strengthens faith. By regularly reciting Ayat al-Kursi, believers reinforce their trust in Allah's sovereignty. It serves as a daily reminder that no matter the situation, we are under Allah's care and protection. Enhances spiritual awareness. The verse keeps the reciter mindful of Allah's greatness, inspiring a more devoted and righteous way of life. A source of forgiveness, while primarily a verse of protection, reciting Ayat al-Kursi also brings believers closer to Allah, seeking His mercy and forgiveness. Ayat al-Kursi, a divine shield of protection, strength, and reassurance. Life is filled with uncertainties and challenges. At times, these challenges can weigh so heavily upon our hearts and minds that we feel trapped in cycles of fear, worry, and distress. Financial hardships, health struggles, emotional turmoil, and spiritual battles can leave us feeling vulnerable and weak. However, as believers, we have been given powerful means of finding solace and strength, one of the greatest being Ayat al-Kursi, the throne verse. This remarkable verse from Surah al-Baqarah 2-255 is more than just words. It is a fortress of protection, a source of divine reassurance, and a reminder of Allah's absolute sovereignty. Ayat al-Kursi holds such immense significance that it has been described in authentic hadith as the greatest verse of the Qur'an. Let us take a deep and reflective journey into the power, meaning, and benefits of this extraordinary verse. The meaning and power of Ayat al-Kursi. The throne verse is one of the most magnificent descriptions of Allah's supreme power, knowledge, and authority over all of existence. It declares, Allah, there is no deity except Him, the ever-living, the sustainer of all existence. Neither drowsiness overtakes Him nor sleep. To Him belongs whatever is in the heavens and whatever is on the earth. Who is it that can intercede with Him except by His permission? He knows what is before them and what will be after them, and they encompass not a thing of His knowledge except for what He wills. His kursi extends over the heavens and the earth, and their preservation tires Him not. And He is the Most High, the Most Great. Quran 2-255. This verse alone is enough to transform one's entire perspective on life's challenges. It establishes several undeniable truths. Allah is the one true deity. There is no being worthy of worship except Him. He is ever-living and self-sustaining. Unlike His creation, He does not experience weakness, fatigue, or need. His dominion is absolute. Everything in the heavens and the earth belongs to Him. He has full knowledge of all things. Nothing escapes His wisdom, and nothing happens without His will. His power is infinite. His kursi, throne, extends over all of creation, and nothing is difficult for Him to sustain. Understanding this verse deeply allows us to shift our mindset from worry to trust, from fear to faith, and from anxiety to inner peace. Overcoming financial hardships with Ayat al-Kursi. Among the most distressing trials a person can face is financial instability. The fear of losing one's livelihood, the burden of debt, and the struggle to provide for one's family can feel overwhelming. However, Ayat al-Kursi offers a divine reminder that provision is ultimately in Allah's hands. Allah states in this verse, "To Him belongs whatever is in the heavens and whatever is on the earth." This means that all forms of wealth, sustenance, and resources are under Allah's dominion. He distributes them as He wills, and He can open doors of risk, provision, in ways beyond human imagination. Many believers have experienced the barakah, blessings of reciting Ayat al-Kursi in times of financial distress. Some have shared stories of unexpected provisions, sudden job opportunities, and relief from financial burdens after making this verse a regular part of their daily supplications. How to use Ayat al-Kursi for financial stability. Recite it after every obligatory prayer. This habit is known to bring divine protection and increase barakah in one's wealth. Recite it before starting a business transaction. Seeking Allah's blessings in financial dealings can lead to success and honesty. Have complete trust in Allah's wisdom. True reliance on Allah strengthens faith and opens doors of sustenance. Healing and health. Finding comfort in Ayat al-Kursi. When faced with illness, weakness, or health struggles, one often feels a sense of helplessness. Whether it is a minor sickness or a severe medical condition, the human body is fragile, and recovery is never guaranteed. However, Ayat al-Kursi reassures us that Allah is the ultimate healer and sustainer. Allah states, He knows what is before them and what will be after them. This means that every disease, every cure, every pain, and every moment of relief is already known to Allah. Nothing happens outside His divine knowledge. Many believers have found deep comfort and healing by regularly reciting Ayat al-Kursi during times of sickness. How Ayat al-Kursi brings healing. It reminds the reciter that Allah's control over the body is absolute. It instills calmness and reduces stress, which is essential for recovery. It is a means of seeking Allah's mercy and protection from further harm. The Prophet Muhammad himself taught that reciting Ayat al-Kursi before sleeping ensures divine protection throughout the night. Ayat al-Kursi as a shield of protection from evil. One of the greatest benefits of Ayat al-Kursi is its protective power against evil forces, the whispers of Shaytan, and all forms of harm. The Prophet Muhammad said, "Whoever recites Ayat al-Kursi after every obligatory prayer, nothing will prevent him from entering paradise except death." Sahih al-Bukhari. This means that making Ayat al-Kursi a daily practice is not just a means of protection in this world, but also a path toward Jannah, paradise. Ways to use Ayat al-Kursi for protection. Before sleeping, ensures safety from nightmares and negative forces. Before traveling, protects against dangers on the road. When feeling fearful or anxious, acts as a shield against distress. Many believers have personally experienced the powerful protection of Ayat al-Kursi in difficult moments. The spiritual benefits of regular recitation. Beyond its worldly benefits, reciting Ayat al-Kursi regularly strengthens one's faith, purifies the heart, and increases spiritual awareness. Additional blessings of reciting Ayat al-Kursi. It reinforces Tawheed, the oneness of Allah. It brings tranquility to the heart. It increases barakah in life. It is a means of drawing closer to Allah.